This is Iowa in January. Remember Iowa in January? I remember Iowa in January. It was really cold. This is a song with a member of the mock Caucus Society of a high school in Carlisle, Iowa. He's a senior in high school. I moved here when I was 10. I like it here. You know everyone. Everybody knows you. I'm 18 years old, so I can caucus. I can do everything but drink and gamble. My generation didn't grow up with Gipper and Tip working together to get things done. We grew up with Bush against the Democrats, Obama, GOP tearing the fabric of the nation apart. So we started the mock caucus at school to have a way to hear different opinions. Like that guy there, he's a senior and he calls himself a fascist. I don't really think that he's a fascist. And that guy, Andy, in the Trump shirt, he listens to his dad a lot. His dad listens to a lot of Rush Limbaugh. And he tends to, repeat what he hears. And sure, we're in Iowa, so our school is like 97% white. I was raised in a split household. Mom's a Democrat, dad's a Republican. Never, ever talked politics in our house. First election I remember, mom was for Kerry, dad was for Bush. We never knew why, we never talked about it. But last year after the State of the Union, I got into a discussion with my dad. He's a businessman and a Reagan Republican, and he grew up with trickle-down economics. And then mom got in there, and they were really going at it, and they started shouting at each other, and that's why we never talk about politics in my house. At my church, we believe everyone's welcome at the table, so I'm trying to use that to expand my political beliefs, even though I might not believe the same things as other people, like gay rights or the refugee crisis. Everybody says, oh, they're Muslims, they're probably terrorists, which is completely reductive, or Black Lives Matter, or feminism, prison reform. If I want to support them, is that even allowed? And now there's this big issue now of don't offend people that's pushed a lot of younger people, push them towards certain viewpoints as they don't want to offend anyone. Someone says, Merry Christmas, and someone says, I'm Muslim or something not Christian, and they are offended. Like we had this bomb thread my freshman year, and a friend of mine at the time, he jokingly posted on Facebook that he was a Muslim. In the school, we had one or two Muslims at school and at the time, so that when it gets more difficult, and with all the problems we've had, like things with racism, sexism, homophobia, all the stuff that's really come up in the last few years that have really pushed people away from having strong viewpoints on things that have led to bigger problems, like shootings and stuff, that have made people question whether they didn't just step in, or maybe they just let things slide. When the Sandy Hook school shooting happened, I remember it still felt normal to see Twitter and the news, another school shooting. And my brother was about 5 years old, the same age as a lot of those kids. And we shielded him from the news so he wouldn't be afraid to go to school. I am the owner of 3 guns, and I've been raised to respect guns and understand what they can do. And what kills me is when the San Bernardino shootings happened. At this point, my brother's been exposed to other mass shootings, and he asks my mom, why are there so many bad people? But I'm optimistic. I look for the silver lining, looking at the future. My generation doesn't want to repeat the mistakes we're watching. And when I think about the future, I want to design video games like Infamous from Sucker Punch and Destiny from Bungie Mass, Effect from BioWare. The kind of games I like are sci-fi shooters, the future ones where you can make any world you want. Where you can make any world you want. I have to go. I have a history exam at 9:45. American history from World War I to present times. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Thanks.